Local food pantries say they've run into another roadblock when it comes to providing meals for kids.
Second Harvest says the summer food service program has fed kids for years, but now because of new regulations, some kids may go without. Eleanor DeBone explains what's at stake.
For years, Second Harvest Food Bank has fed children and teens over the summer.
Because we had such a high rate of child food insecurity and free and reduced breakfast and lunch that we could serve any child that came to these sites.
The Department of Agriculture funds the summer food service program. Natalie Gyro, CEO of Second Harvest, says dependent on the site, this year USDA will require organisations that receive federal dollars for the program to double check if the child is eligible to be fed.
For Second Harvest, that's 5,500 children at 80 locations across South Louisiana. And our partners are often churches and small nonprofits run by volunteers.
Now parents will have to file paperwork to prove they don't make enough money for their kids to get a meal. Previously, any child could walk up to a site participating in the program and get something to eat. Natalie says this restriction, plus the state not accepting money to fund this summer EBT program, this year is going to heavily impact kids.
Are they going to have enough people on hand to collect these forms, go through all the administration that it takes to qualify each one of these kids?
Second Harvest is already working overtime to feed kids because of no summer EBT.
We need to figure out an option as to how we're going to ensure that the kids are able to get the food that they need.
They say this added requirement is only going to exacerbate the city and state's battle to end food insecurity. Eleanor DeBone, WWL Louisiana.
The state agriculture commissioner said in a statement that, quote, without this program, many children will go hungry this summer, and that's the bottom line. House lawmakers added $3.6 million back to the budget that was passed last week in order to continue funding the separate summer EBT program. In return, the state would receive around $70 million in federal assistance for needy families to buy food this summer. According to the independent news organization, the Louisiana Illuminator, some Republican lawmakers are now pushing for the state to accept federal money to fund summer EBT, including Senate President Cameron Henry. They have more meetings planned this week to talk about the issue.
We got a good soaking rain this morning.